Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga.
And I'm Todd Puckett.
And this is
Don's Used Photo Equipment.
I tell you what, the last video is blowing up.
Kaboom.
And I think it's because we used that one word. Rant.
Rant.
Now, we had a very, very passionate discussion about the film industry, and apparently you guys really like that. So we got some great comments from lots of people, and thank you very much.
Yes, not only did we get likes, we got shares. And we got subscribers.
Subscribers. So thank you very much for subscribing, because we're on our way to our first 1,000 subscribers. And
well, yeah. Well, actually, let's just set the goal a little lower. We're on our way to the first 700.
I'm going for 1,000. He's going for 700.
You got to get to one before we get to the other.
So thank you guys very much. This is another exciting show here. As a matter of fact, you know what? We just had a great time.
We did.
We did. So the Dallas Nature Photo Walk, the first ever Dallas Nature Photo Walk. Oh, the weather was beautiful.
Yep.
Todd was there.
Yep. I showed up, said hi.
I was there.
I even brought a camera. Didn't shoot anything.
Legacy Photo Lab was there. I mean, we had tons of people show up, right? It was a fantastic event.
Smashing.
And it was at the Trinity
River Audubon Center.
It's a great place. It's beautiful.
Hopefully this is the first
of many. So unfortunately, I wish you guys had shown up with you. We told you about it. And had you watched the last video, you would have known about it.
The last video. Had you just looked through my Facebook page, my Instagram site, my just anything.
Legacy Photo Lab was talking about it. I was talking about it. So
they even did a pop-up. Are you coming or not?
Yeah.
Questionnaire.
A poll.
Pop-up poll.
Right. So guys, hey, for everybody who showed up, thank you for showing up. It was really great to see you and meet you and photograph with you. Yeah. Had a great time.
Yep. Met some people I hadn't met before.
Yeah. I mean, we should do that more often.
Once a year at least.
Once a year. And speaking of events-wise, though, because it was a great year.
Because that's what makes it an annual event.
That does make it.
I don't mean to talk over you, but I mean that's just what makes it an annual event.
Funny as that speaks, because we did get a comment that apparently we talk over each other too much. So I will pause, and then you can say something, and then you pause, and I will say something.
Boring.
That's just. I'm sure you guys have gotten used to us as we are right now. But one of the things I was thinking is we need to have another wet plate event.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we need to have another in-store wet plate event. And
do you know the guy? Do you know?
I know somebody we could talk to about that.
And let me ask you this: can you get together with him and get an idea of what date?
I'm thinking right now, as the calendar goes, I'm gonna talk to him right now. Okay, I've just talked to him, and I'm thinking maybe August would be a good time.
August would be awesome.
So let me consult a calendar, and I'm gonna get us a date in August to shoot some wet plate.
Yes. The second 10 type shoot. Now, are you gonna do it like last time?
Yeah, it'll be a wet plate in the store.
In the store, wet plate. You charge people.
It was $40. I think we can stay with that.
Okay. Very great discounted price.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun doing it. I have so much fun doing it.
There was a reason it was discounted, because you were testing and working, and
I was testing.
You had a few issues that you needed to work through.
Right, and I think I have.
And you learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah, surprisingly, the chemicals were cold and they were causing a problem. So I'm hoping in August we don't have the same cold issue at all.
We won't.
Not in Texas, so that should be pretty interesting.
But we're going to find out the opposite.
Yes, there will be a hot problem.
There'll be a heat problem.
But you have air conditioning in here, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue.
Since it doesn't have sound in it, it doesn't have to worry about the AC being on.
That's true. That is very much true. So guys, look for that in August. Going to do another wet plate photography event here in the store. Going to use the Don's dark room over there, otherwise known as the men's room. And we're going to have fun. So Todd will, as soon as I get him a date, he will start a sign-up sheet. You can just put your name on it, or we'll do the Facebook page, right?
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. That'll be my first date this century.
He needs a good date. But once again, thank you guys for showing up at the Dallas Nature Photo Walk. We had a great time, and we really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to seeing the photo. So please get your film developed and tag us online, right? So,
absolutely.
Because we want to see your photos. It's a beautiful place, your photos are great.
Just Don's Used Photo.
Just at Don's Used Photo, hashtag Don's Used Photo. We will see the photos, and we'll probably share them to your story and things like that. So if you hashtag them, we'll share them. Sound good? I don't know. That's the best deal I can give you, right?
If you build it, they will come.
Right.
If
see?
you hashtag it, we will post it.
We will.
Yeah.
So
it'll be our field of dreams.
Yeah. Okay.
Movie reference, yeah.
I understand.
Lost on the Youth of America.
I'll tag that one.
Okay.
So we don't have a lot to talk about this time, but you know what? I thought maybe we would discuss communist cameras today. Communist camera. I was looking for a good alliterative term. Communist cameras. That is a fantastic
Marxist
term, don't you
cameras.
think? Well, communist.
Okay,
Marxist,
sure.
I understand.
Yeah.
Carpus. And so, communist cameras. What's first on the list, Todd?
Well, we'll say
Because he just got these in, guys, and they're cool.
Just got these in. This is now. I
Now, don't pay attention to the lens cap because the lens cap is wrong.
Yeah, true. Let me take the lens cap off.
You don't want to be confused like I was
earlier. It will
earlier.
confuse you. My dad had to clean that because it had some issues. This is a Praktica MTL5. Praktica MTL.
Praktica. And where was it made?
This one was made in German Democratic Republic.
Okay, which is not the west side.
It's east side.
That's down the other side of Checkpoint Charlie.
The wall, the other side of the wall.
I mean, this camera is a brick
Pentagon.
that was probably made in the late 60s, 70s, possibly.
And
oh, that shutter sounds so rough.
And the triggers down here on the side.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. It's not where you expect it.
This is the aperture depth of field preview chart.
Right.
So now the other fun thing about this does go up to a thousandth of a second,
which is really good.
Yeah, it actually doesn't. It's loud.
It's loud.
Clunky.
It's clunky. It's what's that communist car? The Lauda. The Lauda.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know, but I know
it feels like a cookie cutter camera. Somebody like stamped it out and just threw it together.
Yes. But it's very, very
there was no fine tuning of any of the parts and pieces, and like I said, I've already had my hands on it. This is a lot like the Minolta SRTs, 102s and 201s.
It is.
It's got that shape. It's very square.
Screw mount.
The screw mount lens.
Yeah.
It does go up to 1,000, which is great.
And it comes with a very clean, very nice bottom.
I see it has a battery, so this means it has a meter in here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so great. It's got a meter, which is nice.
It has a battery and a meter.
I mean, it's very, very clean.
Don't know, but I think this may be called the zebra lens.
The zebra?
Zebra lens. Black and
I mean, it's very stripy. I don't know if you guys can see that on the zebra lens here.
Zebra. Not really sure. Because I was
it's
doing
actually
some research.
It's actually a very pretty camera.
It is.
I mean, if you're into either Russian or
just eclectic
different cameras, this one is in the store right now. Which is pretty cool.
It is. Now, the other one, I think, I'd say the best one for last.
Now this other camera he's going to show you. If you guys don't buy it soon, I will be buying it.
And he is a man of his word.
Because I did that with the Nikon F that you had, and I bought that one. I gave you guys fair chance to buy it.
And it's a really cool camera.
It is a nice camera.
Now, this one, Zenit 12XP.
The true communist camera here.
Now, what you liked about this was this. I mean,
you need to show them the top of it because watching click the shutter, and as you're doing this entire dial turns and it like kind of looks cool. No, point the top to them.
Yeah.
So
everything's rolling around, the fact that swapping around.
It's all rotating like a clock piece up there.
It even has a Zenit cap, so very official cap.
Well, both of these have their ever-ready cases.
This is a Helios 44M-4.
Yeah.
Now, this one, made in USSR. There you go.
That would be the Russian camera. Now, the interesting part of this one, it only goes down to 1/30th of a second.
The
30th.
What is it? The choices are very limited.
Right.
It's just almost like going shopping at
30, 60, 125, 250, and 500. So it doesn't even go up to 1,000.
It's like shopping at their market center. You have very limited choices.
I mean, I just love the fact that this entire, it just spins around. It's kind of cool to look at that. I mean, this is a very clean and pretty camera.
It's very clean. And it comes with a very, very clean.
Now, I don't see a battery on the bottom. So, well,
No,
the
battery
battery
right
here. So it does have a light meter.
It does have a battery and
but
a
it's
light
going to have
meter.
a very tiny button battery in here, just like the Russians would do. Nothing standard.
I think that one of those actually takes a pretty big battery, and I think it's maybe that one. Cause see, look, you're going all the way through here. So I don't know.
You mean it could be a longer battery?
It could be.
Okay, so we'd have to look and see what that's going to be. But this is a very clean camera, and it'd
Very
be very
clean.
cool to shoot.
Yes, and it is also a
Screw mount lens.
screw mount lens.
I hate to ask, but are they the same screw mount?
Well, you know what? My guess is yes, is because there are very few choices.
Wouldn't it be funny if the communist camera lenses are interchangeable?
Interchangeable. Well, no, it wouldn't be funny. It'd just be expected.
Okay.
So now let's see.
Drum roll, please. And it does.
Yeah. Who'd have figured that they would?
But I'm asking the question that they were going to ask. You have
True,
two
true.
so these are the same screw mount lens sizes.
Same screw mount lens sizes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But he's not going to swap lenses for you.
No.
This one's going to stay with the Zenith. This one's going to stay over here.
This one is a Meyer Optic Gordslitz Ornston 51.8.
I just love these things. I often go eBay shopping, and I often put in Russian
Somebody got
cameras.
confused, and if I look around and I find a Praktica cap, I will put it on there. But right now it's got a
Pentax.
Pentax.
It's got a Pentax cap on it.
Pentax cap on it. So yes, these are really cool, and I do not expect these to be in the house very long.
Well, a real photographer would just throw the cap away. A real filmographer.
All right, and just
Filmographer.
a filmographer would
Just throw the
because
camera away.
The cap. Because they're going to lose it anyway. So just take it off, get rid of it, get that over with.
Yeah, just go ahead and break your heart now. Lose your lens cap.
Yeah,
and be done with
do
it.
you have others in it?
No,
I don't.
You can go 3D print
You
one and be done with it.
you shouldn't have thrown your other one away. Oh man,
You put it in a drawer with all your other lens caps. Is what you're supposed to do.
True. All right, you put it in the side cap. Anyway, lots of things to do.
Yes. So as I was sitting down starting the video, I also noticed, and of course I come in, I'm always asking Todd what's new, what you got. He showed me these are great. But then I sit down and we're about to start recording, and I find this unloved Holga right here, just sitting on the floor.
Yes.
And not only do I can tell, the number one reason why I can tell it's unloved.
Go for it.
The number one reason is because this back door is on upside down. It's not even on correct. I was going to open it up and look inside it. I said, no, stop, because I see this is the bottom lip.
Yeah.
This is the bottom lip of which should be down here. So somebody has it completely turned upside down.
It's unloved.
It is very unloved, and it's a 120S. Probably needs a little lube, and it probably needs a new home.
Let's see.
It sounds pretty decent, but just a touch of gun oil would make it even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
But obviously, putting the back on correctly helps. I don't understand why I got all these light leaks. Well, you could put the back on correctly.
Or why I couldn't see where to stop rolling it.
Exactly. I couldn't, because the little red thing should be down here. I can't see where the film is.
Yeah.
I only got one shot on the whole thing. Guys, this is not rocket science. Not rocket science.
Well, are you going to...
Wearing my SpaceX shirt today, guys.
Yes. Now, are you going to take that one and two-tone?
Well, that's up to you if you want to, because...
I'd love two-tones. Because you got one already.
I've got one. I've got the one from Scotty and yours, and so I'm probably going to just do them all at once.
Okay.
And so I'll put a little gun oil and a little splash of paint and bring it right back up here.
Dr. Holga will be in session.
The patient will make it off the table.
Yes, alive.
I actually just bought a couple more off of eBay, so they're screaming towards my house right now. They're also 120Ss. They're going to get the same TLC.
But is that not what you do 8 months out of the year anyway?
I just have a little fun.
Buy them,
yeah,
and then hold them all up for some event that takes place in the
magical event that
future.
happens in October, or for people who want to buy them in September, which would be really smart.
So they can use them for the October.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to tell them what it is. They'll figure it out.
No, you'll eventually figure out what Holga Week is.
Yeah.
So what else we got going on, Todd?
Man, I wasn't prepared.
Well, why not? I've only been here for an hour. You should have figured that out.
I tell you what. Help me out with this, would you?
Well, let's talk about the state of the film here a little bit right now. So, I mean, still, you're without color 35 millimeter film.
Still without. The only 35 millimeter film I have that's color is still Fuji. Now, I will say this, people. I had 303 packs. That's 900 rolls. I am under 100 now. Under 100. So I will tell you right now, you need to come in and buy them because they're not going to last very long. In fact, by the time you see this, it might actually be really low.
Yeah, super low. As a matter of fact, so if you go to his Instagram and you check out that picture where he had the big old, he was playing with everybody's film because it had a mountain of film.
Yeah.
That mountain is now a very tiny molehill. Very tiny.
And I had to beg him to take that picture. Beg him. And, you know, if he were...
And it got so many likes.
I did. It really did, didn't it?
It did.
It did.
It did.
And if you saw, there were 30 boxes up there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boxes over there now. And 3 more boxes right up here behind them. So 70 of those 300. That's all I have right now.
Yeah, 4 boxes is not very much, guys.
I've had people...
And there are... So...
just when you were here, somebody came in and bought a couple of them.
Right.
And several people bought 2.
Right.
People are buying them in groups of 2, 3, or 4.
So just to double check here, Kodak, Portra, 35 millimeter. How many varieties do you have right now?
None.
But you normally
There's one variety. I've got none.
You normally carry 7, but you have none.
I have none. There are 7 film.
7 flavors.
Flavors that Kodak makes in 35 millimeter C41. 7. I have goose eggs. None. And still, Cinestill. They have 2 with 1 on the way.
Right.
I've got none.
Since I have been here for over an hour today, because we was chit-chat before this, I think you've at least fielded 3 phone calls asking for 35 millimeter color
Portra
film.
400.
Yeah.
35.
And
no.
It's nice that they called.
Thank you, yeah. I love the hope. I love the eternal optimism.
It's like, well, we haven't called Don's. Maybe they have film.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we do have film, just not color film.
The thing of it is that you just saw 3. I've had over a dozen calls.
Right.
Dozen calls just today.
Right.
For that one film in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've had other calls for other, do I have gold in 35? And I'm just like, gold? No.
Oh, I love the Kodak Gold too.
Yeah, but I got it at 120.
You do have a 120. You have a nice supply of 120.
Well, it's already 25% gone.
And you also have a nice supply of the Pro 400H in 120.
In 120. The thing on that is we've made a comment on this earlier, but I buy directly, and they kind of, based upon what you've purchased, give an allowance of what you can or what they expect you to purchase. And whenever they closed it down, they said, this is all, this is it. That's it. Then I got a notice that says, based on your previous purchase, you can get 320 Pro Packs.
Right.
That's 1,600 rolls of film. And I said, yes, I will take them.
And he took them all. Yes, please.
They're here. So I have them. They will not last as long as you think.
Right. I've had a couple people that I've seen in the store surprised that it's like, oh, you have Pro 400H. And it's like, yeah. Did he buy a Pro Pack?
The Pro 400H, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, wow, it's in there. Yeah. And they just snap it up as soon as they can.
Yeah, but I mean, I actually added 100 rolls up there because the last video, this is what I love about the beginning of the videos. I really do. It's like before we walk in, back in the days before we walked in.
Before the walk-in, yeah.
You would see the shelf. And then over the days, over the episodes, you just see them at different levels and at different locations because some of them changed over time.
Right.
Where we put them up. I just love that. It's hilarious.
I mean, watching the first video with all the different films compared to now and all the different films.
It's just so different. And we need to do a little episode of it. If we ever do a best of,
Yeah.
we just need to do a montage of the
different. Wonder if we can morph it just.
From one to the other. Oh, that'd be a great little thing for our Instagram too. Sorry, this is our meeting as we go here. But yes,
join us in this meeting if you will.
Sure, yeah, and just send us your comments and notes so that you can add to the meeting.
Yes.
But this thing right here, I added 100 rolls up here, 20 Pro Packs up here before this show started. Did it last night. Yeah. So yes, lots of film.
Right.
But lots of certain film. None of lots of film.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants the color film.
Now,
everybody.
And one of the future shows, and we're going to do this probably, hopefully pretty soon, is we're going to talk about the concept of the analog community, what all is involved with that. And hopefully, with things like this happening, we have a strong analog community. When things start coming in, our community will have them send stuff to DFW at a little bit higher priority, hopefully.
Yeah, we are pretty high priority. We should be because we're, it's a lot of film being done here. I mean, the photo labs are busy.
Throughout the entire DFW
The film
area.
is sold out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's got to be something here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's other stores that carry 4x5 film now.
Right.
And so there's a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. So we're going to work on that later.
We will definitely work on that. What else we got?
Man, what else is going on? I did pick up a super Graflex.
Uh-huh. Right. And I asked you if it had a cape.
No, I didn't. It wasn't
no cape.
No super cape.
It's not a Marvel super graphic. It's just a.
I did pick up not
a DC super graphic.
No, not even a DC.
Okay.
And I also did pick up a Cambo 4x5 rail camera.
Right.
It has a great case with it. Doesn't have a lens, but it's got lens boards. It's got 2 box in it, 2 glass.
So two 4x5 cameras.
Yes,
that's pretty cool, guys.
Yes.
If you're into large format, he's got a couple of them hanging around. They're worthy of putting some hands on them. And
don't break them.
No. But you want to come touch them, and you want to look at them. You want to, if you want to, it's like, hey, if
you break it, you buy it.
You can only do so much online.
True.
Until you want to touch one and do some adjustments and manipulations.
Yeah. My only child syndrome's breaking out right now.
But what you had these communist cameras in here, and I asked to touch both of them.
Well, yes, but because I know you're not going to overstrain it. I mean,
it's a feat of strength. I know
right
it.
Right
I know
there.
it is.
When you hit this, it's not a challenge of strength. And I had a customer last week talk about they broke that.
Yes, you did. I was here. It
was a student. It was a student. And they said,
hand me the Zenith there. So
it just flops around. I said, did you think it was a test of strength? And they go, well,
a little bit,
probably. But yeah, that's why you broke it.
That's why I broke it. So normally when you pick up a camera to test, what's the first thing that you do?
Well, there's actually.
Well, no, what's the very first thing that you're going to do?
I just always go like that. But
you're going to test. You're going to fire the shutter. Normally, the first thing I do.
Yeah.
Is I go and see if there's any film in it.
Well,
that's always the first thing I do. Before I even hit the shutter, I always check to see if there's any film in it.
Well, I don't really.
So with both of these cameras, I did exactly that same thing for both of them.
Here's because I test the shutter, but whenever I go like this, I look at this, and that's whenever
he wants to see if it's moving. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's moving, and if it's moving, I know there's film in it. If it doesn't, I know there's not. So that's how I test it. I test it whenever I go like this. It didn't move. There's no film in it. That's my test.
But I know that the film could be unraveled a little bit. It might not move immediately.
True.
So that's why I purposely go and try and wind. If I feel the tension, I know there's film in it. That's just the first thing that I do.
Very true.
So
yeah.
But these are some great cameras, guys.
They're very, very clean. Very clean. So we got that going for.
You have a limited time before I'm going to buy that Zenith.
Yes.
You've been warned. You've been warned. That's all there is to it.
Because the Zenith is not just cool because it's a Zenith. With a Zenith lens, it has a Zenith case.
It does have a Zenith case, and it's going to look really good when I create a new wrist strap for it, and I go walking around town shooting with it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep, you got the lugs right there.
Oh yeah, it's going to look awesome.
Yep.
Maybe I might even make one in color.
And you're going to have the Beatles song playing in your ears. whenever you do that. Your little
Back
in the USSR.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Why not?
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys, let us know. Do you like Russian cameras? Please put a comment down below or something like that, and tell us about them.
They may like them. They just may not like them.
Well,
now.
it's kind of well.
Here's the deal, people. These
politics aside,
the cells of these cameras will not, and I tell you,
will not benefit Putin at all.
Will not benefit anyone over there. Sorry, that's an expensive lens. I just kind of
He's kicking around an expensive lens.
Yeah. Don't do that. Sorry. Yeah, but
it has an avalanche of expensive lenses. Whose fault is this?
Mine. But yeah, the cells of these cameras will benefit no one other than me.
Now they benefited like before even Gorbachev. Those guys way long ago. Not Stalin, but you know.
Oh no.
I don't know who the middle.
Way after that. Well, there weren't too many of them.
Yeah, there were. They didn't last very long. So.
Well, no, that'd be a lot of them. But you know, they did. Once they got in, they did tend to stay a long time.
Not Khrushchev, was it? Who was that?
Brezhnev, Khrushchev. I don't know.
I'll have to look that up.
We'll look it up. That's okay. But yeah, nobody from there benefits now.
But just before we started the video, you had a customer.
Yes.
Who developed his first roll of film today. And I'm like, wait a second. He was very excited about this. I'm like,
well, Nicholas has been coming in prior.
Oh, so he's been in here a couple times.
Yeah.
So he's already a great customer.
Long time customer. First time caller. But he's been in several times. And I think that we should have asked him this, but I think that he talked about wanting to get into film.
Yeah.
And I said, you can take one of the classes at some of the junior colleges.
Right.
And because I tell that to a lot of people.
Sure.
There are several. So there's several of those things going on right now. There'll be several of them going on again in September, August, September. And Collin County, I think, has 3 classes. That I've already talked to the teacher there. We'll have 3 classes.
Yeah.
Set up and try to fill up. They had 3 classes last September. Filled them all up. So I am expecting them to fill them up again. Great way to just learn for the serious people. And I think that's what he did. He picked one of them and went after it. And is excited about it.
So he's very excited. So we're gonna cut him in right here and let you guys see how excited Nicholas was. Put that on silent. So, anyways, you were asking about him developing his first film today.
Now you came in the store today. You picked it. Now you just got out of class, right?
Oh yeah, just got out of class.
What happened today?
Today I developed my first roll of film ever.
First roll of film
ever.
Well, what was the film?
The film was HP5 Ilford.
That's what most students use.
And what did you shoot it with?
Where are you taking the class?
Tarrant County College Northeast Campus.
Excellent. That's very local.
Very close.
Local.
Very close.
What are you shooting with?
I'm shooting with a Pentax K1000.
A great starter camera.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Thumbs up.
And I bought the film from here.
Don's. And where would here be?
Don's.
Used photo equipment.
Right. I don't normally have somebody sitting in my seat, but the great wall of film behind you, that's really nice. All right. So, and what I was going to ask you a moment ago, which I really wanted to get on film here is, what was it like pulling the film off of the reel?
Man, absolute dark chaos. It was dark chaos. I had an idea of what to do, but when I did it, it was a totally different beast.
All right, missing the old days of interruptions.
Well, interruptions happen. I'm so sorry. You pulled it off, and how excited were you?
Man, I was enthusiastic, and then I got overwhelmed in the darkness. I got overwhelmed.
But how did the film look?
The film looked amazing.
Yep.
It felt amazing.
When you came out into the light?
Oh, man.
It was.
I always describe it as when you pull it off, it doesn't matter how many times I do it. It's like Christmas morning, pulling off and seeing images.
Absolutely.
That's the best.
Absolutely.
It worked. It's a lot.
It works.
It's here. I see faces.
Yeah, math works.
Yes.
It does.
F-stop, shutter speed, film speed. Get that triangle together, and there you go.
Boom.
Yeah.
You got proper exposed film.
So you're shooting more right now, right?
Absolutely.
And same camera, more of the same film, or have you tried something different?
Same camera, same film.
Yeah, you got to get started on one film so you can learn it, and then whenever you nail it and whenever you get it tuned in, then you can move on to other films.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Expand the horizons.
But as I see he's buying darkroom paper here, the most important thing is he's got something to work with in the darkroom for
Yes.
enlargements now.
Yes.
Oh yes, oh yes. And I made my first prints the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
But not from this roll, but from a different roll.
different roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you haven't even made
Actually, we made photograms. I'm sorry.
the photograms.
Oh yeah, it's when you take the darkroom paper into the darkroom, and you use the enlarger, and you use different kind of things on top of the paper.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Flick that on for however long you need it to. You know, run
Turn
it
it
through
off,
the bath.
and then
Right. So contact sheet, you mean?
no. He's just putting different objects on.
Mhm.
it. Not
Different
film.
objects. Okay.
Yeah.
But so you haven't made a contact sheet of your first roll yet, though.
Nope, not yet. That's
Oh,
tomorrow.
okay. That's tomorrow. Well, that's going to be super cool.
I'm so excited. I won't sleep tonight.
Well, most of the time, but
man,
you
it's
do
fun,
post
it's
it
fun.
on Instagram or something like that, and let us know about
Yes,
it. So.
yes, and hashtag us,
Yeah,
Yes.
Don's used photo.
tag us.
Tag us, Don used photo.
Yeah.
Love to see it. We show it to
Yeah,
everybody because it's
absolutely.
super cool.
Now, how many people are in your class?
It's about 20 of us.
Wow,
Small class.
wow. And so, did you tell them make sure they all come over here to buy their film? And
Absolutely. Absolutely. They live
Yeah.
so far away. I said, don't worry about it, guys. I'll come for you.
oh,
Yeah, but now they're concerned that they're going to be put on a camera every
No.
time. So.
It's a beautiful place.
yes, thank you.
All right. Well, I love your enthusiasm, and I hope the rest of the shots turn out great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Are we ready now?
Yeah. So
This is the fun part of being in this store. You get to see people come in, and their eyes light up at the film.
yeah.
And their eyes light up whenever they get their negatives back for the
Yep.
first time. You get to see a lot of first time stuff. And Nicholas just developed his first roll of film.
Yep.
So we
Yep.
talked about all that. And all of it just
He
several
did his
things.
first prints.
First print.
And what was that other kind of print he did?
I don't know the name of it, but
No.
he did, it's just one where you just hit items on the paper and flick the light on for a little bit.
Yeah, like a picto print.
Man
or something
rays
like that.
type.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those things that Man Ray did.
Put dried flowers on it or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
He had a name for it, so you guys have to get that from his
Yep,
video. But
from the video, from when he mentions it. But yes, first time for that too. So there's the people coming in. It's a huge group of people that are
Yeah.
coming in for the first time, and they love getting their hands on. They love all of this stuff for the first time. When they sit there and see it develop, the prints develop in the darkroom,
yeah.
they just love it.
You know, science
It's
is
fun.
cool when it works.
Yes, it is cool when it works. So yes, we get a lot of that, and and I get to see a lot of that from the beginners, and of course I get to see a lot of the mistakes too. And it's like, well, you comfort them, and
You know,
go,
that is
"Hey."
the unfortunate. There is it can be disappointment with film photography, but I tell you what, it is very much
Yeah.
worth the disappointment to be very
Oh.
surprised and excited about developing negatives, about getting something back.
This right here.
I mean, yes. Oh, that is not exciting.
This is the not excited part.
That is not exciting.
And when people go, can you still develop? I know there's good pictures on there. Can you still develop it?
There were good pictures
There
on
were
there.
good pictures on there, but no, you can't.
Mhm.
So yes, that is one of the sad things about beginners watching. In
But
the
it
States.
happens.
But
Mistakes happen.
it happens, and occasionally it'll happen to pros too.
It
So
will.
it's not limited.
I mean, I've shot a half a day with no film in my camera. Had a great time.
That-
Had a great time.
That is a lot more common than you think. So you didn't do your little check,
I did. No, that's when I learned to
That's
do my
when you
little
learned.
check. So
and that's exactly right.
I did it with Mr. Snap. So it's equally as embarrassing when your buddy is there to make fun of you. So
because they never forget that.
yeah, I can't get away with it now. It's like so when I go out shooting with them sometimes. You sure you got film in the camera? Oh,
You want to check? Make sure you got film.
let me check.
Let me check. He does. That's
Let me
probably
open the back door. I'll look real quick.
But that's the thing.
Don't do
That's-
that. Don't do
Don't
that.
do that. But that's the thing is that he probably did after he said that, and after he turned away and wasn't looking, he probably went,
Let me just peek.
Let me just check, make sure, and
A
you sit
little
there,
peek.
wind it. Yeah. So yeah, it's fun times. But the industry is growing, despite not having the film up on for 35 millimeter. The desire and the interest is growing. My customer came in from Australia today,
Ooh,
Yeah,
from down under.
from down
but
under.
here.
or New Zealand. I can't remember.
The New Zealand, you're right.
I hope he's not watching. But yeah, it's one of
No,
those.
we do hope he's
We
watching.
know.
Please correct us, and then
Oh,
we'll take the
man.
comments.
We'll take the comments. But he came in, bought chemistry the powder form because it's easier to travel.
Yes.
Not the liquids are
Right.
harder. And bought film and was telling me about how hard it is to get film in Australia now,
Interesting.
but also how
Or
expensive.
New Zealand.
New Zealand. Well, he said Australia. He didn't say New Zealand. But and how expensive it is. But since he used to travel around, and he still, I guess, does some to other,
Mm-hmm.
Asia, he talks about how expensive film is in Japan, and how expensive it is in Europe. And I have several people from Europe who come in and just say it's hard to find and really expensive. And so, yes, I have.
You guys don't know how lucky you have it right now.
Yes, yes. As much as there is to complain about, there's a lot.
We
to
have
be
a lot
grateful
to complain about.
and there is a lot, but there is a lot to be grateful
So
for.
much to complain about.
So whenever I have it in stock, buy it, and because I know people all over the world are looking at my prices when they're in the store, and I'm not selling it to them and shipping it out, but when they're in the store, they're very excited about my price.
It kind of makes you wonder, when are we going to get back to either one question, when are we going to get back to normal with film? Or the question is, are we ever going to get back to normal? It has that feeling of like, well, maybe this is the new normal. You have to, if you see color film, you have to buy as much as you can because it may never be here.
It may not be here again. We don't know. But yeah, I've got a couple of emails out asking questions to some people. And hopefully we'll get some answers back maybe by the next video we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really it's not cool having such huge gaps in
having empty
in
shelves, especially with so much. The demand is what's killing me. The fact that there are so many people who really want this film and absolutely positively can't get it at all. And it's like, what do you say to them over and over again? Oh, still no color film, 35 millimeter.
I don't know what those crazy people are up to.
They don't know.
They don't know what those crazy people are up to. But yeah, it is. But it's hopefully the rumors are still that there is a huge shipment of Cinestill somewhere in the mythical transportation.
Somewhere.
Yep.
Beyond the sea.
Oh, I don't know that song.
Oh, well, then who cares?
That's right. I've heard it before. That was it a 60s, 70s?
It was, but I believe it was in Finding Nemo.
Oh, no. See,
Not sure.
That's why I didn't know.
I've got
I
kids.
did not see Finding Nemo.
Kids.
There wasn't a character in there named Todd?
No.
Oh, no. That's why I didn't care.
He doesn't watch movies. So speaking of movies,
Yep.
we're going to end on this one. So I was talking to Dad about this one. I mentioned to you as well.
Okay.
And we've
Yes.
talked about it many times before. This is film related, but not film related.
Yeah.
The 50th anniversary of the original movie, Benji, from 1974, is coming up on its 75th anniversary.
50th.
The 50th.
Don't make me older than...
You're right. It's coming... Excuse me. Let me correct. It's coming up on its 50th. It's 1974. The 50th anniversary is in 2024.
2024.
And as we've discussed on the show before, in case you haven't heard,
My dad was in it.
Dad was in the movie
He
Benji,
is
the
an
original
extra.
movie Benji.
And he even got his name on there. Donald Puckett,
That's right.
policeman number 1.
If you go to IMDb, their Don Puckett is in the credits.
Is
IMDb.
it Don or Donald?
I think it's just Don.
Don Puckett.
Just
yeah.
Don Puckett. That is his dad.
Yeah, that's my dad.
And so I read the news today that the McKinney, Texas,
I read the news today. Oh boy!
Right, they have approved a Benji statue in time for the 50th. Which is kind of nice. And so, a little kudos to, Todd, you were there during the filming.
I plan to be there when they do the dedication.
I mean, we've talked about it before. Todd here was a kid at the time. You were how old?
I was young.
And you were running around the movie set and saw it. And so, it's just one of those Texas things.
It is. It's one of the biggest movies in Texas during that time.
Right. But until RoboCop.
Yeah.
Which was down the street at the City Hall.
Yeah, down that direction from where we're sitting.
Down that
right,
way.
Right over there.
Let me point in the right direction. I was pointing, but no, it's there.
No, you're pointing Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
So I sit here at some points of the day when it's slow, and it's been busy lately.
If someday you want to go on a photo walk, I will show you where Ed 205 was standing. So.
Ooh. That is a photo walk.
It's just one spot.
No, but I mean, they did a lot of filming up and down the
yeah, they did.
Deep Ellum area.
Yeah, they did.
So we can do a RoboCop Deep
a
Ellum.
RoboCop photo walk. That would be interesting. We might have to get some bikes.
Because
some of them are far distant.
Or we could do a Benji walk.
A Benji walk
in
right,
McKinney, and go around and show this is where this took place. This is
so, guys. We're getting off the rails here. If you guys are interested in either a Benji or a RoboCop photo walk, please put it in the comments and let us know.
Definitely, that's a great note to
and we'll certainly try to put those together.
Yeah, that'd be great. I love it.
See,
I love having these
we didn't even plan this, and
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
talk
over you. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You were saying something?
No, go ahead.
What was that? I don't understand. Hold on a second. I've got a thought.
Go ahead.
No, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry. One person did complain that we talk over each other.
It's my only child syndrome. I can't help it. It's just it's
I try to be quiet when you're talking sometimes.
That's okay. I just butt in.
Yeah, and that works.
But yeah, but it's fun. I mean, I like having this. I like us having the meeting with the cameras.
With you guys.
Yeah, thank you, because y'all been a great help with the input. It's been wonderful.
You know what I actually liked about the last video is the last time we actually pointed him saying, if you were standing right there buying film, because technically that's where the camera is. I just, I liked that one.
Yeah, because that's
right there where the camera should be. That's where you would be standing if you were buying film.
And you should be buying film.
Yeah. Well, guys, with that, we're going to go ahead and end this now. And because we're going to go out and get something to eat here.
Yes.
So please do, as usual, share, like, subscribe. Oh, and thank you for subscribing.
Yes.
And comment. Todd loves comments. He reads all the comments. He doesn't know how to reply to them, but he loves them.
He reads them to me. Hey, did you see the comment?
Did you see the comment? We were talking to each other.
I just went and looked for some comments and I couldn't find them. I don't know where.
The comments are there. Please share and tell Mama Holga I will be bringing her lens baby over very soon.
Yes.
Anything else we need?
Just share, like, and tell your friends. Tell it on a mountain. Just shout it out on the rooftops. We got to have more viewers.
Right. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Up and out. Oh, I'm taking my drink with me.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The youth will not understand the good night, Gracie.
Oh,
they just.
What did they say is wasted on youth? Time is wasted on youth. Something like that.
A lot of things. Thanks.
Later.